Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading an Arlecchino Listener by me. So let's get into it. It's not that you were ever unaware of this. You've always known that Arlecchino is rather taller than you. And not only that, she wears heels. She's taller than most people, really. Those long legs and straight posture. She has a presence that fills the room before she can even speak. But today, for some reason, she decides to stand very close. Too close. And you're in the hallway of the house, passing her a stack of documents. When she doesn't immediately take them, instead, she pauses, gaze flicking down, then back up again. Hold that, she says, and you blink. Hold what? She steps closer, and now you have to tilt your head up to meet her eyes. And your heart gives an embarrassing little jump. You're shorter than I remember, she remarks, and you scowl. We see each other every day. Well, yes. Which means I'm well qualified to make this observation. You huff. You're just standing closer than usual. Am I? She asks mildly, and she doesn't move away. In fact, she leans down just slightly, enough that her shadow falls over you. Enough that you feel very aware of the difference in height between you. You're doing this on purpose. You accuse. And she smiles faintly. Perhaps. She finally takes the documents. But not before her fingers brush yours. Deliberate and lingering. You try not to react. And you fail. Does it bother you? What? That I'm taller. You shrug. No. She hums. Liar. You bristle. It doesn't. She studies you for a moment, then reaches out, placing her hand lightly on top of your head. And you freeze. Arlecchino. She doesn't pet you, doesn't ruffle your hair. She simply rests her hand there, thumb brushing faintly against your hairline. And then she rests her arm against your head. You make for a good armrest. Immediately your face heats, and you push her away, swatting at her hand. But she quickly moves it out of the way. Stop treating me like I'm small. You are small. Compared to you? Exactly. You glare at her, and she gazes back, entirely unbothered. And later that day, she does it again. You're standing in the training hall, stretching after practice. When she comes up behind you, you only realize she's there when she reaches around to adjust your stance, her hands firm, guiding your shoulders. You're leaning forward far too much. She murmurs near your ear, and you swallow. You could have told me. I prefer to show you, she replies, her hands lingering longer than necessary. And you straighten and realize that your head barely reaches her collarbone. And she notices it too. And then you can see that faint smirk. You have to look up at me. I don't have to. I just am. She leans down slightly, so you don't have to strain. That's better, isn't it? Your heart betrays you by speeding up. You're enjoying this. I find it endearing. That's all. She admits. and you scoff. Endearing? That's not a word that comes out of your mouth. Well, I guess you're very different. And you couldn't actually disagree with that. And that evening, you're in the kitchen, standing on your toes to reach a shelf. You stretch and miss it. Stretch again, and you still can't get it. Before you can grab a stool, an arm reaches past you effortlessly, plucking the item from the shelf, placing it directly in your hands. You're welcome, she says, and you turn to face her. You could have offered sooner. You know, I felt you there. You were watching. She chuckled. Oh, come on. I had to observe. When you're raising children, you learn early on that you have to let them try for a while. Struggling isn't necessarily a bad thing. You frown. Well, as far as I know, I'm not a child. Oh, my bad. I must have been very exhausted, she says. And you could see that smirk again. And you elbow her, your cheeks warm. You're absolutely ridiculous. And the thing is, nobody would believe me if I said any of this. That's exactly what makes it so entertaining. You just shake your head, because she knows exactly what you mean. If you'd complain to anyone that this harbinger that everyone feared was just teasing you about how short you are, nobody would believe you. It felt too silly and out of character. And yet, that's what you were experiencing. This unique torment that nobody would ever know. But then again, you can't help it when you blush. And when you find your heart fluttering, seeing that smile and hearing her chuckle, maybe it's worth it, even if it's at your expense. After a bit of silence, she looks down at you. Come on, I don't truly mean to upset you. Don't worry about it. I'm not that easily upset. You'll have to try much harder to upset me, you say, and she smiles. Good. I like it better that way. And when you hear her say that, you just know that there will never be an end to her teasing.